Welcome back to Matchfishing TV UK. Last June I did my top 5 matchfishing channels on YouTube, one of my first videos. Got a good response, got a lot of barracking from certain people saying, you know, how can you not have this one? How can you not have that one? Well, it's an almost impossible task, but I'm going to give you my top 5, but I'm also going to go through 10 or so honourable mentions because there's so much good stuff out there. So let's roll titles and I'll get stuck in. Welcome back to Matchfishing TV UK. Last year, June time, I gave you my top 5 YouTube fishing channels, so what I was watching at that time. What's happened? We've had more than a year, we've had, I think, 2 more lockdowns now. Am I still watching the same top 5? Has that list changed? So take you through my top 5 last year very quickly. At number 5, we had From the Water's Edge. At number 4, we had Catch Fishing channel with Jamie Harrison. At number 3, it was John Arthur Angling with the man himself. At number 2, it was Matchfishing Masterclass with Ricky Richards. And at number 1, it was Winning Ways with Andy May and Jamie Hughes. Have there been any significant changes this year? You'll just have to keep watching to find out. But spoiler alert, there may well be. I'm going to run you through some honourable mentions as well, because last year 5 just wasn't enough, so I'm going to take you through 10 honourable mentions that didn't quite make the top 5 on this occasion, but are likely to trouble the scorers this time next year, more than likely if they carry on as they are. So let's get into it. So here's the honourable mentions list. Some of these were very close to troubling the top 5 this year, just weren't quite in my top 5. I'm subscribed to all of these. I watch their new videos when they come out. Very much enjoy all the content. So there's no particular order to this. First up, we have Margerison Matchfishing. And apologies if I haven't pronounced that quite right, but this is a YouTube channel where they cover live matches, good camera angles, quite easy to follow, very enjoyable. Next up, we have Fishing Adventures, which is a YouTube channel where the guy shares hints and tips and does various different fishing methods. Again, really easy watch, very enjoyable stuff. Next up, we have Nick Speed. So if you haven't heard of Nick Speed, I don't know where you've been, but top match angler, very, very funny man. If you ever see some of the pictures that Tommy Pickering puts up on Facebook of the guy, very, very easy to watch, puts out videos sporadically and they're always a good watch. Then we have Kaylee Smith Fishing. Kaylee is a top angler, Preston backed. She does various different things on her channel, always a good watch. Some very good kind of instructional basic stuff as well that she's done recently, which will be very helpful if you're trying to make your way into match fishing. Then we have Matty Dawes Fishing. Matty Dawes, very close to making the top 5. Really nice guy, comes across really well on camera. Also set the 11-minute fishing challenge, which I took part in earlier on this year, which was very popular amongst YouTubers. Good little challenge, good bit of creative thinking on Matty's part. And yeah, again, very good on the instructional basic stuff. You know, so a good watch if you're a pleasure angler thinking about trying your first match. I'd definitely go and check out Matty's stuff. Next up is Rob Wootton Fishing. And Rob Wootton, again, if you haven't heard of him, then you know you probably haven't been around for the last few years. But Rob Wootton, very, very good match angler, very experienced match angler, and some great tips and tricks. Was very good through the lockdowns as well, with you know, stuff from his shed, etc. Again, great instructional pieces if you're you know, a novice and you're looking to kind of improve what you're doing, and a nice, engaging guy. Next up was Fish on TV and Nosh on Fish on TV. Again, very engaging guy, very, very easy to follow, very good in front of the camera. A lot of live matches on his channel, and yeah, good instruction and very, very easy to follow again. So that's Fish on TV. Next up, is From the Water's Edge, which was on my top 5 last year. Sadly, just missed out this year. You know, still some good content on there, still easy to follow, still very engaging presenters. Just wasn't quite up on my top 5 this year, but give them a check out. Next up is a channel, and there's a slight sad story behind this. It's Bill Allen's Easy Fishing channel. Bill sadly passed away earlier on this year. You would have seen tributes from various YouTubers, Catch a Chub for Bill. Great YouTuber, angler. Really set the standard, simple camera work, simple videos, very good if you're getting into fishing and you wanted to know how to do something. And his channel is still there as a legacy to the man, so please go and have a look at Easy Fishing. Great content, was a real inspiration to me getting into putting some YouTube stuff out there. So that's Easy Fishing. Next up, it's Winning Ways. So my number 1 last year hasn't made my top 5 this year, and I will explain. I like the banter between Andy and Jamie last year, and I like the content in general, the challenges and stuff. It just hasn't quite been there for me this year. Maybe feels a little bit forced, as one of the comments on my last year's video said. I agree. I think with anything, if you're trying to put out so much content, you do get to a position where, you know, it may become hard to keep that natural kind of relationship going on the camera. I don't know. I still watch them, still good stuff, but hasn't quite made my top 5 this year. And the last honourable mention I've got, and disclaimer here, I do know this guy, and it's Ben Koss Matchfishing. If you haven't checked out Ben's channel, go and have a look, because he's started in the last year. He's really trying to do some good content. It's very instructional stuff. He talks through his rigs. He's having particular success with the slow sinker, which is a rig that is dominating certain waters here down south. He's very successful. He's had a lot of match wins this year, and it's good, easy to follow stuff. Very big character is Ben, very well liked and respected on the match circuit around these parts in the south. So go and check out his channel. I think it's going to be one to watch for the future for sure. Okay, so the top 5, difficult choice as ever this year, but I've come up with my top 5. I'm going to stick to it. You guys are no doubt going to come back with comments about whether you agree or disagree, but that's the beauty of YouTube, isn't it? You can like a certain channel, dislike a certain channel, but you've got so many to choose from, so what a great position to be in. But I'm going to start off with number 5. My number 5 is Angling for You. So Ben Cook usually is the presenter on Angling for You. Been going a few years. It's not just about the channel. With this one, the channel has good content. Ben works very hard to put lots of stuff out there, particularly through the lockdowns, etc. He was putting out a video a day at one stage, which is obscene. I certainly couldn't match that, but you can tell that he really likes fishing, and they've built up a really big community around this channel as well. They do lots of matches, I've seen, very popular Facebook page. So my number 5 is Angling for You. Go and give it a watch. Great channel. So coming in at number 4, a new entry to my top 5. Got a lot of kind of gentle rollicking last year that it wasn't in my top 5 last year. Was very close, but number 4 is Bag Up TV with Dave Wood. Now, Dave gets into this top 5 through sheer force of personality. The man is a bit of a legend. Find him extremely funny when I'm watching the channel. Always makes me laugh. Like going through his lunch and his breakfasts on the videos. He's a big character, but also behind that big character is some quality angling as well. He does the matches, he does tackle reviews, etc. It's always a good watch. So go and check him out. That's Bag Up TV with Dave Wood at number 4. And number 3 was my number 4 last year, is Catch Fishing channel with Jamie Harrison. Nothing has changed with regards to my overview of his channel this year. Very informative, very educational. He works really hard at his setup. You know, he's obviously keen to put out the best quality that he can. He's got a good little kind of members only platform going alongside his YouTube channel, and he's a top quality angler. So on that basis, very strong entry into the top 3 this year, so up 1 place. So that's Catch Fishing Channel. So top 2, and my number 2 this year is a non-mover. So sorry Ricky, he did comment on my video last year. You're at number 2 still, Ricky, but quality output once again this year. And the thing I like about the channel, and I said this last year as well, is that it's very simplistic. You know, it doesn't try to be too over the top with cameras, etc. But when you follow Ricky on a match, it's really instructional, really informative, top angler, you can see that. And you know, there's stuff to learn. It does tackle reviews, does hints and tips, etc. You know, it's really good, really easy viewing. Videos aren't, you know, boring at all. When he runs you through matches, you really get a sense that you're kind of there on the bank with him. So good work, Ricky. Top quality channel once again this year. So that's Match Fishing Masterclass on my list at number 2. So drum roll, please. This channel has moved up 2 places. It was my number 3 channel last year. Been following it across this year. Absolutely love the fact that it's a match fishing channel, but there's other stuff on there. It's continued to go from strength to strength this year. So my number 1 is John Arthur Fishing. Absolutely brilliant stuff. I love the live match footage. Again, very simplistic, you know, uses camera angles really well. Good editing. There's been other stuff this year as well about, you know, how he organises himself, tackle tips, etc. Just really good, really easy viewing. The videos are never too long. He only says what he needs to say. Very engaging indeed. So my number 1 for 2021 is John Arthur Angling. So there you have it. There'll be channels that I've missed out completely that you guys will be screaming at the TV saying, why wasn't that one on there? Drop them in the comments. You know, if I haven't seen the channel already, I'll definitely give it a view. There's loads of new channels starting up all the time as well, and that's the beauty of YouTube. There'll definitely be some that I haven't come across so far. But look, that's why we love YouTube, and that's why it's so helpful to our fishing. And you know, any downtime that we've got, we can always fill up with a bit more fishing, which is all the better. So thanks for catching up with me on this video. Hopefully you found it entertaining as ever. Hit the like and subscribe. At this current time, we're just under the 1,000 subscriber mark. It'd be fantastic to get over that 1,000, and I'll keep the videos coming. But thank you very much for your time, and see you next time.